Hello and welcome to this new episode of Home Entertainment. I'm Brandie Yates, and Bob Hoffman from the Wharton Center is joining us again. Bob, thank you so much for being here.
Brandie, always good to see you.
Good to see you too. It's been so long. Let's talk about, well, first, I went to My Fair Lady.
Yeah.
And it was phenomenal. It was a little long.
I haven't talked to you since then. So
I know.
It was a long show. It was 3 hours long, but it was, honestly, I didn't realize it was 3 hours long. When I left, I was just getting to the point where I was like, okay, it can end. And it did.
Right.
So.
Right. So, yeah, it was great. And I wanted to tell you, the set design was super cool. I always love the sets and how they transform. And it, like, moved.
Yes.
Really cool. And then the costuming.
Well, the costumes, they won a Tony for the costumes.
Well,
so.
I can see why.
And the set was incredible. I've never seen a set like that. I mean, it rotated.
And they walked the actors.
They'd go upstairs, and then it would rotate, and they'd come downstairs.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So, I know, we're living in the past. It's 2020 now.
Well, let me tell you, there's some really good stuff coming up still.
Let's talk about that.
I want to talk about March 13th. We have Drum Tao 2020 coming back. These are a group.
I've seen them before.
They've been here before. They're extremely popular. Tickets are going fast on this one. It's a Japanese drummer group, and it's a traditional Japanese drummer group. They're known as Japanese Entertainment for a New Generation. They really completely surpass all expectations. I mean, if you think you know what drumming is, wait till you come here. It's so cool.
So it's kind of like one of those things where you're like, oh, okay, I'm just going to go listen to some music.
No.
But no, like you're fully entertained.
I mean, this is really an entertaining show. They performed at the Vancouver Olympics. They've performed all over the world. They live their lives on an island, and all they do is practice drums. I mean, they're so immersed in their art. It's like they practice all day long. They have breaks, but they are just phenomenal. And if you love drums, you'll especially love this. If you don't love drums, you'll still love it. I guarantee you.
Just because you're a song and dance kind of person and want to see musicals, you have to kind of branch out and see the other
8 million people have seen them worldwide.
They're phenomenal.
So then we have something called Dogman The Musical coming up on Saturday, March 14th and March 15th. We have a SFP performance, which is a sensory-friendly performance. And the sensory-friendly performance is one where it's basically for people on the spectrum. So what we do... Which is not
your first performance. You've done this before.
So yes, we've done it many times before. What's different about it, it's the same show, but what is a little bit different is the sound goes down, the lights come up, you can take food and drink into the theater, you can take gadgets and fidgets into the theater. It's for people who are on the spectrum, but really still want to have the opportunity, or their parents want them to have the opportunity to see a neurotypical show. And it's just such a great performance. And Dogman the Musical is just a lot of fun. The Dogman is half dog, half human, and half police. Excuse me. He's human, but he's a police officer, and he loves to fight crime. And so the show teaches, valuable lessons in teamwork, friendship, imagination, and the sensory-friendly performance is on the 15th.
Okay, so not the 14th.
Yep, so it's the 15th, and there are limited amount of tickets available for the 14th. So if you're interested, you should probably call right away. We do have lots of seats available for sensory-friendly performance, and again, it's the same performance. You just know that it's going to be a little bit different because the sound is down, the lights are up.
I want to ask you, how has the feedback been for your
Great, amazing. People are loving it. You know, if you are a parent and you have a child on the spectrum, so oftentimes you can't take them to the movie theater. Or you feel that you can't. Thank you. Yes, exactly. That's right. You feel that you can't because there may be that sudden outburst. There may be that sudden, movement, and it could cause disruption. That's not the case at a sensory-friendly performance. You can have those disruptions. I know
this is a movement that the Lansing area, there's multiple places who are going into that sensory-friendly.
I am so glad. I've talked to so many parents who have told me that this has really made it for them, you know. Many years past, they were not able to go to enjoy a theater performance with their child, or a movie with their child, or the Impression 5 is getting on board now. So I'm really excited that all these institutions here locally are opening it up for new people to have the experience. So it's really great.
But tickets are moving fast for this.
Yeah, really fast. Now the SFP performance on the 15th for Dogman, we do have some seats available, but you want to call soon because they are going really quick. It's a kids show. They are really popular. I want to talk about a show called Isotopes in Motion, of Equal Place, Isotopes in Motion. This is coming on Saturday, March 21st. We have partnered with the FRIB and Dance Exchange, which is an educational dance company near Washington, D.C., and a collaboration that creates an educational performance about the work being conducted at the FRIB. And so the dancers take on the role of the atoms and the nuclei and the nuclei, and merge the two together, so you learn about, you know, the things that have. Well, it's really cool because you don't think of science and art together in one word, but they're really making it possible.
The power of dance, and I was a choreographer and a dancer. You can tell incredible stories with movement.
Right.
So using the science aspect, this is really cool. And I'm sure the lights and the stuff is just going to bring it all together.
It's going to be very cool.
I'm going to have to put this on my calendar. I'm going to have to go to this.
Happen Dance, which is a local dance troupe, is going to be involved. And they have kids from the ages of middle school all the way to 70 who are partaking in this. So it's going to be a lot of fun. The dancers will be physically representing the scientific data and language occurring at the FRIB. So,
and see, this is very popular because the FRIB is nearing completion and being open. And I think this was a great, I mean, what an incredible idea.
It's very cool. I'm looking forward to it. And there's going to be activities for the kids after the show. There's going to be science opportunities at Wharton Center. And then also they're going to be able to go to the FRIB for a tour of the facility. Well, I mean, not just kids, the adults too. So it's going to be very cool.
Well, yeah, because this is at 1 o'clock. So you kind of like make the day of it. Okay,
It'll be fun
cool.
to
That
take
is
the kids.
really cool.
So on March 25th, I'm just going through all through March. As you know, it's a big month. So March 25th, the Royal Winnipeg Ballet is coming. They're presenting The Wizard of Oz. The Royal Winnipeg Ballet is Canada's premier ballet company, the longest continuously operating ballet company in North America. They're fantastic. So you can join Dorothy, the Tin Man, the Scarecrow.
I'm really excited to see how they turn that famous show, Broadway musical movie, into a ballet. Because I've seen them. I've seen their, what was it? I think they did like Romeo and Juliet. They've done a couple other things at the Wharton Center, and I've seen them. They're really, really
They haven't been back in a very long time, too, because they stopped touring for a while, but now they're back touring. They have 7,000 hours went into building 250 costumes for this show, 112 hats, 115 pairs of shoes. There's puppets, there's projection technology, there's flying aspects. So this isn't your average ballet. This is going to be, you know.
So they're really taking the musical component, the Broadway, the Wizard of Oz component. Into
it should be really fun.
Yeah,
I'm really excited about it. And this is a full-length story ballet with 6 pieces, again on March 25th.
Yes, it's important to say that because the people in the dance community, if you have an abbreviated show and people don't know that, they're very upset.
You know?
Yes, I do.
So the Klezmatics on Thursday, March 26th. They're globally known, and they're world music superstars. They're known as the Klezmer Band. They won a Grammy Award. They have 9 albums and have topped Billboard World Music Charts many times. Their music is described as wild, mystical, and ecstatically danceable. So it's steeped in Jewish tradition and spirituality. They also have influence in Arab, African, Latin, and Balkan rhythms, jazz, and punk. So they're all over, and it's going to be so cool. And they're back, and they're very popular.
So you've got the drummers, and then you've got the Canadian Ballet, Royal Winnipeg. There's all kinds of arts and culture.
And then the
here at Wharton Center.
Klezmatics,
Yes.
and we have the Dogman. So March is another busy month at Wharton Center. And then I know you want to talk real briefly about Wicked, which is coming April 1st through the 19th. It returns. One of your favorite Broadway shows.
I'm taking my mom and my grandma this time.
Are you? Awesome.
And it's funny because you never know what show they're going to like. I think I took them to Dirty Dancing. They weren't a fan. It was good. It was just like the movie. But I was like, this will be my third time seeing this because I know it's fantastic and you're going to love it because of the music. But when I was looking at tickets,
have they seen it all?
No, they don't know what. They don't even know what it is.
Oh, I think they'll love it.
Yes.
I think they'll love it.
Tickets are going fast.
Tickets are going really fast. It's one of our most popular attractions. So, yeah.
So get your tickets now.
First through the 19th, but it's selling. So
what were you going to say?
Well, I was just going to say that it's funny because you never know what people are going to like. I took my dad to Jersey Boys because I thought, oh, he'll love Jersey Boys. It's the music of his generation. And he didn't like it. And I'm like,
gosh, you
what?
never know, right?
I loved it. I was like,
Oh,
what are you
Jersey Boys
talking
too.
about? Yeah. So, yeah, it just reminded me. But Wicked, come on. I mean, Wicked is the true story of, the true story.
In our mind, it's the true story.
The true story.
They're making it a movie.
Yeah, I think they should, right?
Yes.
So,
about time.
What you think is good may not be good, and what you think is evil may not be
the
evil.
Good Witch and
the Wizard of Oz. The
Wicked Witch.
Yeah, so
it's one of my favorites.
Anyways, it's very cool. If you haven't seen it, go see it. If you have seen it, come back and see it because you love it.
Anything else, Bob? I mean,
I think that's enough now. Next month when I come on, we'll be hopefully announcing our new season.
Already? So, I feel like it's so fun, but it's true. It's
coming up. So it'll be here in just a heartbeat. So.
Oh my gosh. Well, I look forward to it. I always love revealing the new season. I hope Mean Girls is coming. I don't know, cross my fingers. But anyways, thank you so much, Bob.
Thank you.
Again, such a pleasure talking to you.
Good to see you. See you next month.